Ah, Christmas. The most stressful time of the year. I've been feeling the pressure a lot lately, and I just want to talk through it while I play a bit of Minecraft, so stay with me. Today's side quest is to build a Christmas storeroom, warehouse. So a place where I can store everything, I'm going to have in this area, because this is a completely different area to my main spawn point. And throughout this video, I'm going to try and complete that side quest and see how far I can get. See, most people, or a lot of the time, Christmas is known as the most wonderful time of the year. Or as Coke has now said in their AI advert, it's the most terrible time of the year or something. Why would you create an advert that's making Christmas look bad? It's so stupid. You want to make people be like, oh, I want to go out and buy the Christmas Coke for Christmas, But no, I feel like these years, it's just become way more stressful than it needs to be. It feels like that's more what Christmas is now. We're not wishing to get there. We're not wishing for it to be Christmas every day. We're hoping Christmas goes by as fast as it possibly can because of how much stress and how much pressure we feel, for buying presents, to make Christmas good, to make the Christmas food, to feel like you have to sort everything out for it to be good for everyone else. And you yourself, it feels, as you get older, you realize it's harder to enjoy Christmas. As you get more responsibilities, more things you have to do, you have to sort out presents for every person you know, and you have to have the money for them to buy them presents, which is another big thing, which makes the time even more stressful because you're like, oh, I have to save up this, I can't spend certain money on this because I have to save it for that. But at the same time, that doesn't mean Christmas is all about stress, as we just kind of get stuck on that and forget that it is a time to have fun and just let yourself have a break for the most part. Yes, we do have to do those things like get everyone presents, get cards and get all this stuff for Christmas and be prepared for it, I guess, which is the whole thing people are stressing for, being prepared enough for Christmas, and thinking we have to prepare even more things every year, as we're even getting pressured by social media itself and all the internet, where it's like you have to do these certain things for Christmas, you have to go out and ice skate, you have to go out and do this certain date with your girlfriend, or you're not having a good Christmas. It's like it makes you feel all this stuff that you just shouldn't be feeling. Sometimes all I really want to do is just get in bed and look at the stars, look at the night sky, and just wish and hope and pray that this Christmas will be happy and will be joyful and full of joy instead of full of stress and overwhelming pressure to make Christmas good enough. It doesn't have to be. Whatever you do, that's good enough. You are good enough. And I know that's not what this video is about, but it is connected to it. We feel this stress because we feel like we won't be able to make Christmas as good as the last one, or as good as we used to know it in our childhood. We have these massive expectations of other people feeling like they're pressuring us to make Christmas better this year. Or I feel like you just want to make your family and friends happy and your loved ones happy this Christmas. I feel like if you don't do these certain things, you can't make them happy as, you've set the standards for doing. I've never really stressed as much as I have this Christmas. I mean, last year was the first year I had a Christmas actually with a partner, with my girlfriend. And I was stressed for that because I was like, I've never had to hold up to these certain standards where I'm like, I have to buy really good presents for my girlfriend and make sure she's happy and make sure also my family's happy, everyone around me. It was fine. It was so much better than you always think it's going to be. And so this time I've set my standards even higher for what I need to get and what I need to do and how amazing Christmas has to be. I put it up on this big pedestal because every time I want to improve. Every year I want to make everything better. Even Christmas, I want to make it better, make it happier, make it more fun. Even sorting out in my head ideas of what I could do this Christmas to make it even better than last year and the years before that. But those expectations, they're unreal. They're not in this reality. They're not set in reality. Because those Christmases of old, those times that you had when you were younger, they seem so special and so high because, you lived them early on when the magic was more real, when Christmas was actually felt like it was magic. When now we have to kind of create that magic because we know it's all just kind of fabricated in a way. We know that it's all made up and that Santa isn't real. He could be. We don't know, We're just all saying Santa's not real, mate. But what if he is? Vsauce, Michael here. What if Santa's real? How has he not done a video like that? He might have done, actually. And on that same level, what if leprechauns are real? Now, that would be a real bad thing. Leprechauns would run the world. I mean, they already do. Look at Donald Trump. Oh, fucking hell. It's true, though. I mean, look at this goddamn snowman. See how happy he is. See how little care he actually has. He's just sitting there. He's chilling. He knows life ain't to be taken seriously. He just chill. Literally, look at him. He's frozen. This boy don't move. There's no set expectations for him. He doesn't have any high standards of himself. He's just a snowman. He's just living. He's just going through Christmas. He vibes. He goes for the next year to the next Christmas. And he doesn't make it such a big thing. To be fair, he doesn't have to stress to make money or to buy food or to buy presents. But just take an example from this fella right here. Again, you could say that's unreal expectations because we can't really be a snowman. When you're younger, you don't really think about what Christmas will be like when you're older. You're in the moment, you're living it, you're just thinking about the presents and how exciting Christmas is for you. But you never think that one day that will disappear, as it has been for me slowly. You never think, you always think, Christmas is going to be like this all the time. It's going to be this good all the time. It's just not true. And every year I think we get more stressed and more pressure because of the fact that we know Christmas won't be as good. It still can be, but it's the thing of you now have to actively make it Christmas, I guess. You have to put the decorations up yourself more. You have to get yourself in that mood a lot more. And one reason could be the thing of going to school and everything's set around Christmas. The Christmas holidays, decorations set up in school, people talk about it, you do Christmas quizzes, everyone's like, oh, getting ready for Christmas. When you get out of that and get out of that whole education system and you're kind of just by yourself going through jobs, life feels a lot less alive, less real. It feels like you're just living the same thing over and over. And then for the Christmas, it becomes the same thing over and over, the same just blah, 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 buy presents, blah, 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 stress, blah, blah, blah. And as my dad said at one point, he was saying how it just becomes the same thing every year for him, as in you don't get as excited anymore. And I guess it was that first thing of having kids who are experiencing Christmas for the first time. As they get older, it's kind of there's not much to it anymore, really. It's just all it is a gathering of family, and it is fun. I think it's great having Christmas, and for people who don't experience it, I'm actually sad for them. And it's just some certain religions don't celebrate Christmas, and that's absolutely fine. And if you don't want to, you don't want to. And maybe in some ways you'll be better off for it. But it does in some ways make you into a bit of a Scrooge, a bit of a Grinch, because then you're looking at Christmas in a bad sort of way. You're like, oh god, I have to go through all this bullshit, hearing Christmas songs 24/7, the same ones I've been hearing for 20 odd years, having to go through all the Black Friday deals to find the best deals, find the best presents to buy, and stressing if I'm getting the right things for different people. But I feel like at that point, that's just looking way too deep into what Christmas is, and instead thinking of what Christmas can bring, what emotions and feelings and how it can make people happy. It's a time of stress, but through that stress and through that overwhelming feeling of getting older, I guess, you've got to also realize through that it is about being happy. And that's what I've started to realize, this whole stress of trying to get these presents and everything. I've forgotten what Christmas really means and what it's supposed to be. And yes, it can be anything you want it to be. You can make Christmas anything. It's different in its own ways for everyone. Everyone lives their unique experience of Christmas. Even though we have these similarities of opening presents on Christmas morning, having Christmas dinner, they're just the staples. But we all experience it differently. And we all get our happiness from those moments where we're sat down with family watching a Christmas movie or something that's on Christmas Day, like Doctor Who, which isn't this year, so I'm depressed, but just looking around and eating some after eights from the empty box that your nana's already eaten them all, sifting through the empty packets of after eights, just all of that, it just brings back amazing memories. And you should never expect this Christmas to be like any other Christmas. There will be moments that are kind of the same, but it will never live up to the same Christmases you've lived. And that's where that stress does come in, of thinking, I've got to make it this good, I've got to make it as good as it used to be. The truth is, just make it a new Christmas. Make new memories, don't repeat old ones. And don't feel like you have to live up to these standards you've put in your head, these really high standards of what Christmas is. Just chill, relax, see it as a time to just have a break for yourself. It is meant to be a break from all of life, from all of those stressful things of life, not to bring more stress into that already stressful, filled life. And yes, I've put this title as the most stressful time of the year, but that's not really a truth. That's just me exaggerating the fact of how we experience Christmas now. More stressful than it's ever been before. And that's not to say also, even if you are being happy at Christmas, there isn't stress involved. I feel like as you get older, as you become an adult, there's stress involved in everything. We stress over every little thing, every little decision we make, every little choice. There's some stress involved in that. And sometimes we can't avoid that. But that's just life. That is life. And we have to go through that stress. We have to find ways to not stress as much. And that's what we should do with Christmas. The title's more just to collect people together who are feeling that same thing, and to let you all know that it doesn't have to be the most stressful time of the year. It can still be that wonderful, happy Christmas, feeling those festive feels, waiting for the day that snow starts appearing, being able to just go out, sledge, experience snow with your family, or just on a dog walk as your dog tries to eat every little bit of snow she can. Yeah, the truth is, we'll reminisce on the past where we used to go out with mates and do snowball fights, create snowmen together, fall and break our legs on some ice. And we'd be like, wow, Christmas is not like it used to be. But it shouldn't be. It shouldn't always be the same. Everything changes. We change as people. Our friends change. The way we live life changes. So yes, we look back on those cool memories, those fun days. We create more fun. At the same time, we create more stress than there actually should be. I've decided from this day on, I'm not going to stress at all about Christmas anymore. Of course, I've still got to get presents and that stuff, but I'm going to just let it be. Whatever happens, happens. And that's completely fine. You may be stressing about things that don't even matter. Maybe they do in your eyes, but in the long run, it'll be fine. I'm telling you this right now, it is going to be fine. It's going to be good. You will have a good Christmas. You'll be happy and you'll have fun. I promise you. So yeah, for the rest of the Christmas, my goal is to just have fun, experience it as a new Christmas, create new memories, and just live in the moment. Not live in the past or the future or thinking, what's gonna happen in the future? I have no idea. No, living in the present moment and just experiencing it as it is. And that's the same thing I think you should try to do. And it may be hard to do, but just take it step by step. Don't try and push yourself so hard to get there, because that may hurt you more than it'll help you. Get there bit by bit. Like in Minecraft, you don't build a house or build a building straight away. You have to figure out what materials you need. Then you get the materials. Then you figure out how you're going to build it. You know, you make the structure of the building, then you build it up. You do the inside, you do the furniture, and bam, bada, bam, bam, bam. You've done it. Just like this. I've completed the building. Somehow. It took me way longer than it should have, but I've done it. And this is the warehouse. I'm not exactly sure what name I'm going to give it yet, because it's kind of based on Fezziwig's warehouse slash storehouse, I guess. But I'll figure out like an in-game character that I'll make for the whole world. And yeah, it's the same with Christmas and stress and all this stuff. Bit by bit, you can get there. You can break down that stress and make it like it never existed. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me talking about Christmas and the stress of it all. Hope it didn't make you unhappy or feel more negative in a way. I want you to end up feeling after this video positive. After my video, just feel positive and better and happier with yourself and with your life, I guess, if that is possible. Before you go though, I want to ask you, which build should I make next? I've got a few photos up here. Choose out of these in the comments and I may build the one you choose. If anyone's watching this, I hope they are, because then I'm just speaking to the void. Otherwise, frick me. Boom, and I'll see you all side questers in the next video. I've been George Kolenzo. Goodbye. Christmas time. This is where I put the singing Christmas bit as like a blooper. It's the most stressful time of the year. Christmas.